that's one of the problems of your own startup, right? You
Yeah.
do become like a control freak.
Yeah.
But I think it is something, and I think the way to go out is to have like a franchise sort of a model in
Yeah.
which you have very stringent SOPs.
Umar, nobody follows. Nobody follows. I'm so sorry,
But
but
then you'll be limiting yourself, won't you? Or you're fine with that?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'll grow the way I am. Can I get some more
And
turmeric?
is there like the right time to drink all of these juices generally?
Well, ideally, empty stomach.
Really?
Yes, but I have to say with the turmeric tickle, I am a little careful because turmeric does increase blood pressure. So you cannot, not everybody can have it.
Right.
Exactly like people who are diabetic. I have a
Right.
juice called Upbeat, which has beetroot in it. And, beetroot is very high in the sugar content.
Right.
Now, a diabetic patient will eat roti and chawal and say, because that's what they're used to. So you can replace that with the beetroot juice and don't have roti and chawal. It actually balances out to the same thing, right?
I mean, the names of your juices have more personality than most of the people. Hi guys, welcome back to Harpa After 5. I'm Umar Jalani, founder of Harpa Studios. Today, we have a very special guest and a friend of mine, Zara. She's built one of Pakistan's first cold-pressed juice brands long before wellness became a trend. What started as an unconventional idea has grown into a brand that stayed true to quality, even when taking shortcuts would have been easier. Today, we're talking about entrepreneurship, branding, difficult decisions, and what it really takes to build something that lasts. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Umar. Thank you for having me here.
Most welcome. So, I mean, just to dive straight into the entrepreneur side, do you come from a family of entrepreneurs, or are you like
No,
Like-
I don't. I'm
Yeah.
actually come from Karachi and I moved to Lahore.
right?
And no, we don't have a family of entrepreneurs at all.
Right.
The juicing business basically began when I got married and I moved here. And I generally like to work and keep myself busy. And my husband would very often travel to China, so I couldn't leave my home and I had a little child. And I was not sure what to do. I thought I'd teach. I was teaching back in Karachi for a bit. And I did some marketing for Nando's, which
What
was
were you teaching?
English,
Okay.
A-level English.
All right.
And prior to that, I was with my dad marketing for Nando's because he was responsible to bring it to Pakistan.
Oh, okay.
So when Hamza was born, he and my daughter Zaria Noor, they both didn't have fruit or vegetables.
Right. It's a common.
It's a common phenomenon now. In
issue,
this,
right?
Yeah, this now, right?
It's almost like a disease now.
these days. Yeah, that's right. So I started juicing at home, put fruits and apples and vegetables together to sweeten it, no sugar. And when they were school going, this is 12 years ago, I would send little bottles of, juice to school.
Oh, sweet.
And the kids loved it.
Right.
That's how I
Did they
began.
share it with their friends, or
They did.
did they just down
and
it?
No, they downed it. And yes, and then I'd often, send extras for the friends.
Right.
And I realized that, wow, this is something that could possibly take over.
So the kids also gave good feedback. They like your kids' friends, right?
They loved it.
I mean, so there was like a problem you were already kind of solving.
That's right.
And when was this? Like what year
12
was this?
years ago. So we're talking
12
about
years ago.
2014.
Right.
Yeah.
And what kind of a range of juices
So
were
I
you doing at that
started,
time?
I was the pioneer of juicing in Lahore.
Right.
And I started with green juice.
Right.
And, I'd get this question saying, green juice, what is green
Yeah, yeah.
juice? So it's basically cucumber, apple, kale, broccoli. So
Right.
the greens. And there was another one called Dr. Immunity.
Right. I
which
remember
was-
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the good thing with all my juices, so we cold press turmeric and ginger and lemon in every single juice. Every
Right.
single juice has. So that's the key ingredient, and then everything goes in.
So before we get into the juice aspect more of it, I want to learn a bit more about taking the first step, because since this show is also about entrepreneurship, branding, a lot of women also who would love to start their own business. How did you decide to take that first step after you sent juice to your kids' schools.
Yeah, so I sent juice.
That's a great way to market any brand, by the way, to test the market.
Yeah, true. But Umar, back.
I mean, it might be subconsciously, you might have unconsciously done that, but I think that was
but
a
can I
master
tell you,
move.
I like to stay busy. I like to stay, I wanted to work and I couldn't leave my home.
Right.
When I started this and I saw, and it was because for my kids, I wanted them to have fruit and vegetables.
Right.
So when this thing caught on with their friends as well, I honestly didn't think I would be where I am today.
Right.
I just continued, head down, slowly and steadily. We started with plastic bottles.
Right.
And I realized that plastic is not the way forward. God bless Humayun.
Yeah.
He imported these Voss-looking bottles from China.
Right.
And we started filling those. People wouldn't return the bottles. I tried.
Oh, nice.
Because they were beautiful bottles,
Right.
glass bottles.
Right.
At that time, glass bottles were not so readily available like you see in the market today. So
Right.
that was another challenge that I faced.
Right.
But Umar, it was head down.
Yeah.
And it was every day because, today we start juicing at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And even then, it was a very early start if you want to start putting, juice on the shelves. I got lucky in 2016 when Usman Tayyab of Tayyab's stores, came to visit me. And he said, I'm opening up this store and would you stock with us? I said, yes, sure. Let me help you, with whatever you need. He was that was the first store I started stocking at. And
he's a nice guy, easy to work with.
He's easy to work with.
Yeah, we've done the logo for them as well. For
Yeah.
yeah.
And I remember when he brought this design to me in my home, my son, I just picked up my son from HSN and we'd come back and I didn't have a maid. And, I was running around saying, Usman, I'm so sorry, but, can I feed him first? Then I'm going to have a meeting with you. And it was just ridiculous in my head that, I was meeting somebody for my business, which I would like to grow. And here was me, obviously being a mother as well, trying to tend to my child. My daughter luckily was sleeping. And he's like, no, it's fine, carry on. He, of course, has been through cancer.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes. And, he's then decided to open up an organic store, which he has done a remarkable job.
Right,
he doesn't just bring in every product.
Right.
It's very well, he understands the product. He knows what he wants to bring in. And then he stocks them and he's mashallah doing
it's a very well curated store generally.
Yes.
So after you did start selling, did you also have to convince people that spinach can also taste good? Things like that.
Yes, because I had to introduce the green juice for a start, and they didn't understand what it was. And once they tried it, because of the apple in the green juice, it makes it sweeter, so it's a little more palatable than
right
than you would imagine, and people caught on.
And what's the difference between the regular juice and cold press juice generally?
So, Umar, basically, so your regular juice, let's say you make your orange juice in your your blender. So your blender has a blade.
Yeah.
And the blade oxidizes your fruit and the juice that you drink.
Okay.
You leave it out, orange juice will go bad within an hour or two.
Right.
Cold press doesn't have a blade. It presses the fruit.
Right.
And
so it retains all the nutrients and stuff and things like that.
That's why ginger and turmeric basically, when they're pressed, it just is liquid gold.
Right.
Honestly, it's liquid.
ginger and turmeric is known for curing everything from
And I sold
cancer to like a lot of diseases, I'm sure.
That's right. So I've got this really lovely concoction called turmeric tickle.
Right.
So that's got turmeric, ginger, lemon, coconut oil.
Right.
And it's sold a lot in COVID.
Yeah.
I do
absolutely. You must have made a killing in COVID.
Yes. And one of my friend's son who constantly falls sick. And, she complained to me and she said, he's always falling sick. I said, please, can you just buy this and give it to him? It's been now.
So it increases the immunity, right?
Immunity.
A lot.
So it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
And
he hasn't gotten sick. Amazing.
His Filipino maid will message me and say, Mom, can I get some more turmeric?
Is there like the right time to drink all of these juices generally? Like, is there a preferred time where you should have this, or it doesn't matter?
Well, ideally empty stomach.
Really?
Yes. But I have to say with the turmeric tickle, I am a little careful because turmeric does increase blood pressure. So you cannot, not everybody can have it. You have to be a little careful and mindful of that.
Yeah.
exactly like people who are diabetic. I have a juice called Upbeat, which has beetroot in it. And, beetroot is very high in the sugar content.
Right.
Now, a diabetic patient will eat roti and chawal and say, because that's what they're used to. So you can replace that with the beetroot juice and don't have roti and chawal. It actually balances out to the same thing, right?
I mean, the names of your juices have more personality than most of the people.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with the names?
Oh, they're carefully picked.
Really?
Yeah. Currently, I'm trying to get 2 new products in, and we've been really brainstorming with me and my 2 sisters who live in Karachi, one in Dubai and one in Karachi, and they've always been very, very helpful with my name picking of what I should do and what I shouldn't do, and we've come up with crazy names. And just as of yesterday, I was like, listen, I was telling my younger sister, I said, listen, I'm living in the Punjab. This doesn't sound right. I can't disclose the name of my new juice.
Right.
So but I can tell you it was funny. And I said, listen, we can't do this. I'm living in the Punjab.
Yeah.
They're not going to get it. So I tell you a funny story. So I started Date Me.
Yeah.
Date Me is an based almond milk.
Right.
Date milk.
So people misunderstood that?
Yes. When is the next date? And I'm like, ooh, okay, this is
well, that's good publicity, I guess.
I guess it worked. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, but I wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
Right.
It just threw me off entirely.
So what's the general shelf life of a product like this?
2 days, 3
Really?
days, yeah.
So you replenish it even if it's unsold?
Absolutely.
And what happens to, you just dispose of the
My
the
plants
juices?
drink it.
Right.
My plants drink
fantastic.
it. Yeah, my plants drink it.
Right.
Or, if it's, you see, generally what happens, the cold
So
press.
the bottles are returned to you?
I wish.
So what, they just throw it? Or,
I don't know what the customer
that,
does.
there should be a system where it comes back,
Yeah,
right?
and I really tried hard with the Voss bottles because it was so expensive coming in from China at that time. I really tried that, somehow I would be able to keep those bottles or get them back. I tried, I'll give you 100 rupees, give me the bottle back. But people loved the bottle. They said,
Right.
oh, the money plant's growing in it. And somebody's like, oh, I put my
Right.
masalas in it. So I just let it, I let that one go.
I mean, these are the ketchup bottles now, right? The kind of,
Yeah,
sort of.
They are.
The dip ketchup,
That's right.
right?
Dip it.
dip it,
Dip it or
right.
something
Yes,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
So, are you storing just in Lahore primarily, or what's your plan for
I've been very lucky
expansion?
with Baked. They
Yeah.
opened up in Islamabad. So they carry my juices to Islamabad.
Right.
I have another shop coming up. I don't have a shop coming up. Actually, somebody's opening up a baked kind of a store in Faisalabad. So we've been approached to stock with them.
So how are you gonna send it
So
and everything?
Umar, basically,
logistically,
I give it to I give it to, for instance, I give it to Baked,
right?
and they carry it for me to Islamabad
Every other day, they do this every other day,
every day.
right? So, or I mean, would it be easier if you have a smaller setup of someone juicing it in Islamabad?
Interesting you
right?
say this because, I was approached by a lot of people to open up the juicery, Islamabad, Karachi, here and there. But call me a control freak maybe, I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But I don't think I have met anybody as passionate as I am for this.
I mean, that's one of the problems of your own startup, right?
Yeah.
You do become like a control freak.
Yeah.
But I think it is something, and I think the way to go out is to have like a franchise sort of a model in which you have very stringent SOPs, and which people follow, and you have a quality control guy, right?
Nobody follows. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but then you'll be limiting yourself, won't you? Or you're fine with that?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'll grow the way I am,
Right.
but I will not.
So what is the way you want to grow generally?
I'd like it to go, because I'm based in Lahore, it can go into the neighboring cities, Sialkot, Faisalabad, Gujranwala, Multan, Sahiwal.
Yeah.
So we can supply here. Unfortunately, it can't possibly travel to Karachi. I can change this. I can put preservatives in it.
Yeah.
I can add a lot of water. Out of one bottle, I can make 3 juices.
Right.
But I am so committed to this brand and my juicing technique, and that I will not add any water, and I will not add any preservatives. And there's, you get food preservatives.
I mean, to counter that, the only way is to have different setups in different cities, right? And provide.
but how do you
provide
control
fresh.
it? I can't. I
mean,
mean, I find it difficult to control. So I've built the juicery kitchen in my own home.
Yeah.
Which I moved into, a new home that I moved into recently. So it's purpose built. And just that, it's got cameras, and just managing that small space, it's not large.
Right.
It's,
Right.
with the cleanliness
Right.
and with the general labor that's possible. And, also buying fruit and vegetables.
Right.
If I buy an apple and let's say one apple has gone bad, I'll dispose the apple.
Right.
I will not
और
cut half of
और
it.
कहाँ से आप मोस्टली कहाँ से सोर्स
So
करती
मंडी
हैं
से,
वेजिटेबल्स वगैरह?
मंडी
Right.
से.
So ये रोज को जाके खास सिलेक्ट करता है, वापस
Correct.
आता है at a
Correct.
certain time. और मंडी opens up pretty
So-
early, right?
Yeah, 5 a.m.
5
So
a.m.
we
it's
leave at
open.
about 4:30.
Right.
Also, the thing is that we don't go every day.
Yeah.
So we buy stock for 3 days.
Right.
And every three days, roughly, we end up going.
So, I mean, juice tastes different according to season, right? मतलब
Yeah.
Seasonal fruit. This is all seasonal stuff, right? You don't use anything which is out of season.
No,
Or
I
do you?
don't. But I have to tell you that some of the fruit that I buy, I buy fresh and I freeze.
Right.
And I have understood that it retains the same quality, and then I press it,
Right.
and it works. So it doesn't happen for all of them,
Right.
but there are some, like not for oranges, but for falsa, yes.
Yeah.
But I'll only buy a little bit of stock that will, run out the season a little more.
Right.
And that's about it.
So, I mean, people see one bottle, right? And there's chaos behind it,
There
right?
is manic. And the manic starts at 4 a.m.
Right.
it's,
So you have to be up every day at 4 a.m. to do this,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
You got to automate some of this stuff, man. You can't. You'll burn out, no? or you'll be limiting yourself and people around Pakistan for this juice.
I'm limiting growth, that's for sure. But what I have right now, I've got two fabulous ideas coming up.
Go
I
on.
want it to grow. I want the sale to increase.
Right.
And what I really would like is that the sale increases, the juice bottle becomes cheaper,
Yeah.
and we replace your Tetra Pak.
Right. Right.
And let's say your average guy is able to drink.
What about vending machines? I mean, could you? I mean, I know your husband sources a lot of equipment from China.
Yeah.
How about vending machines for the juicery? Would that
Yes.
work, or would
Yeah.
you have to replenish it, or it would be a pain in the
It'll be a
ass?
pain in the backside to replenish
Right.
it. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I could do it at Lums.
Right.
Again, the pricing is high.
Right.
So again, I was approached by this coffee shop in Faisal Town or somewhere, and they're surrounded by lots of universities and colleges and stuff. The more I sell, the cheaper the price. Right?
Right.
That is the idea. That's the way I want to
Of
go.
course. I mean, that's the
Because ideally,
how it works.
your average person goes out and buys a Tetra Pak juice.
Right.
It's full of preservatives.
Yeah.
This did start for the kids.
Right. Of course.
And I would try and avoid that on a regular basis.
Would you be open to a partnership with people who are bringing kids juices to Pakistan? Is that something you'd be interested in?
Great.
Because we
as
are
long as I
working-
can use my kitchen.
No, of course. I mean, we're working with someone. I can't disclose right now
Sure.
because we're doing the branding. But I think that is that's what they're doing right now, right? So I mean, we'd love to connect you with them. Maybe it works because I personally feel that you kind of not letting a lot of people have the juice. Why? You got to let it go.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
it's
true.
the most difficult thing for a founder or a business person to do is to kind of. But if you're not able to have other people maintain the quality or the level of expectation which you have, then that is a problem, right? And that's a
Yeah.
problem for any businessman.
Yes.
I mean, Apple is still alive. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs is dead.
Yeah.
But companies shouldn't be based on a person. I think
Yeah.
you got to have stringent measures and SOPs which people are
Yeah.
following, things like
Yeah.
that. So I mean, you're
I'm
increasing. You want
changing.
to. So
Look,
you want
I
to
am
increase.
changing. I'm growing.
I mean, I don't want to lecture you on this.
No, but you're right. I am growing.
But
I'm
it is
changing
a
my
problem,
personality
right? Yeah.
to kind of do this.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you till I can. I would like to keep production in my control because
Right.
I know I really so believe in what I do.